Hey guys, welcome back to Container Crops, the Scaredy Cat Gardener. We are outside today and we're getting ready to prune our blueberry bush. You want to prune your blueberry bush for hopefully a full harvest that'll carry you through the whole season. So let's go ahead and find out when we need to harvest it and how.
Show off your fantasy reality, whoa. That's yours, but I'll keep doing mine. You'll be living your good life. Catch a glimpse from the outside all the time.
Okay guys, so before we get into the details of pruning back our blueberry bushes, the first thing you want to do, no matter what, is make sure you start with some clean clippers. Doesn't matter what kind of clippers you have, just make sure they're clean. So what I like to do is just pour a little alcohol on them. Get them good and clean. You can let them drip dry if you want to, or you can simply take a paper towel and dry them off. Either way is fine. Either way is fine. Now, as far as pruning goes, you're going to want to prune your blueberry bush according to what zone you're in, your area. Now, for me, I'm in zone 7B. So I like to prune my blueberry bushes right about now, which is mid-February. It's starting to warm up a little bit and the actual blueberry blooms are starting to show. The plant is still dormant at this point, but the flowering buds are starting to come out, and that's going to give you an indication of where you need to cut. The why in it all is hopefully we'll get us a beautiful harvest that's going to last through the whole season. Now I'm going to bring you guys up a little closer so I can show you a little bit more of the details of what I'm talking about. Okay, so you guys see this right here. This is the flowering bloom that is starting to come out, and this is where your blueberries are going to come from. So you can kind of see where they're going to come from as opposed to something like this that hasn't quite started yet. We've got some more up here that's coming in. They're coming in a lot of places. You want to look out for sometimes your dead leaves, your dead limbs that are completely dead, like this one right here. It is just completely dead. So we're going to get all the dead ones out. Now you can also tell your new wood as opposed to your old wood. Your new wood that's going to have life in it is going to be like this, and it's going to be a little bit mobile, a little bit pliable. You'll be able to move it around. Now, some of your older wood like this is hard. This plant is probably about a 3-year-old plant. So I'm not going to cut it all back, but I am going to get in here and get these dead leaves like this right here. I keep calling them leaves, these dead limbs off of here. We want to make sure that we have plenty of air circulating. And then we will find some, let me see here, like this tip right here. Look at that. That is dead and it's on this tip. So we're going to go ahead and cut that completely off. Okay, so now this one down here, this one is completely dead. I'm going to cut it off from down here. As you see, it came off real quick and easy. Some of these that are just completely dead, you just want to get as close as you can and go ahead and cut it off. So this one right here, like I said, is completely dead. So I'm going to cut it off right below that. And this stem, cut it right there. And let some of the rest of these stay in here. Now this one right here, see, make sure you guys can see that. This one right here, I'm going to cut. This one right here, I'm going to cut it off. As you can see, this one doesn't have any fruiting buds on it anywhere, and it's just kind of in the way. So we're going to follow this one all the way long down in there, and we're going to cut it off all the way. You want to cut at a 45-degree angle and make sure you get one good whack, one good clean cut. And make sure you take all of your extra pieces out. Don't leave them in there. So I'm just going to go through here and see what else we need to get off of here and cut off of here. Doesn't have any fruity buds on it. I'm going to cut it off all the way. And make sure you get all the ones that are completely dead. Get all of those. So make sure you don't have any branches that are cutting across one another. I'm going to go ahead and clip this right here off. It's not doing very much. Some of these have some good buds on them and others don't. I'm not going to cut them all the way down because my plant is still fairly young. But I do want to make sure they have lots of air, like this one. If you guys can see this right here, it's pretty much dead coming off the base. So I'm going to go ahead and clip it off too. You want to make sure you have a good air circulation. And I know we hate to clip our bushes and our trees and things, but it's necessary. It's necessary. And you want to do this, like I said, at a time when you can see what's blooming, where are the buds at. That's where your fruit is going to come from, and you should get plenty of fruits from each one of those buds that you see. See, this is what we're looking for. This is completely dead, so we're going to get all the way down in there and cut this completely off. We don't need that in there. That's completely dead. It's hard. It's completely dead. See, it snaps. We've got some more down in here just like that. Okay guys, so that's how you want to prune your blueberry bushes. Please do that. You need that air to circulate, and you don't need the dead branches. The older your plant gets, the more you'll have to prune it. So that's going to do it for today. Okay guys, if you got anything out of this video, go ahead, give me a thumbs up, share it out to someone that you love or that you may need or that you may know that needs to have this information too. Give it a like. And I will see you next time. And remember, anywhere you can sit a pot, you can grow a plant. And I'll see you on the trail.
You'll be living your good life. Catch a glimpse from the outside all the time.